everyone and welcome back to
Tea and Toast.
I'm Jingtong.
And I'm Yvonne.
Today we have
Naomi and Poon.
welcome Naomi, a high school counselor, and Poon, an experienced psychologist.
The episode for today is on behavior. We are going to talk about a tragic event that shocked many people in Malaysia, and the bigger issue behind it is youth mental health.
On 6 May 2024, a 14-year-old girl tragically fell from the fourth floor of her school building in Georgetown, Penang. She was found injured and still breathing, but later passed away at Penang Hospital.
Police have classified the case as a sudden death, since there were no any sign of criminal activity, and the investigation are still ongoing.
First, we would like to send our deepest condolences to her family and friends.
Hi Naomi, what do you guys feel after hearing this news?
Hi, thank you for inviting me for today. Honestly, it's really heartbreaking. When I read the article, I just sat there in silence for a moment. It was honestly really heartbreaking. She was only 14 years old, and I feel really sad because I have a younger sister around that age. And I kept thinking what could be going through in her mind and what pain that she has to carry on.
Yeah, same. 14 is really too young, and many people say that the kids at this age maybe don't have the real problem, but the pleasure can be overwhelming. And I always heard some parents say that to their children, like, you don't need to work outside and you don't need to worry about money. What you need to do is just focus on your studies. So how can you become stressed? So this kind of work can let their children to feel hurt, and maybe will think that their parents don't understand their feelings. And sure, this is the difference stress among these two generations. So maybe for our parents' generation, they more struggle with their survival and also money. But the generation in nowadays, maybe even though they have enough for live, but they are more struggle with their relationship, their school expectation, and also figure out who they are. So this is a kind different of pleasure in among two generations. It is different, but it is very real in our daily life.
Exactly. And people always assume that if you are young, you don't have any real problems. But that's not true.
Yeah.
Stress doesn't wait until you grow up. School pressure, family expectation, and also social anxiety. It can all feel too much for someone.
This is not just a rare case in Malaysia. Just like our Malaysian Ministry of Health, he reported that 1 in 3 teens in Malaysia experience the symptom of depression and anxiety. Even the societal thoughts among them are increasing.
Yes, in many schools, mental health is still not treated as a priority.
Yes, I saw the Ministry Health report too. And 1 in 3 teens are struggling. That's a huge number. And still, in so many schools, mental health is still treated as an optional issue. So if you look sad or overwhelmed, teachers will usually just say, don't overreact or just focus on your study. I heard that so many times, and it just makes students want to bottle up their feelings.
Yeah, sometimes even when the school have the counselor, but the students don't feel safe to talking to them because they are scared of being judged and also misunderstood by the counselor. So I think you guys have heard about the Funyo High School cases. Yeah, it's quite popular cases before that. And when some students are the victim of these fake AI photos, and they try to get help from their teachers, and the teachers like to take care of their school image than the students' well-being, and they try to ignore the students. So when the students feel in this situation, they are scared to sharing their feeling to the teachers in the school.
So what do you think schools should do differently?
So for my opinion, I think that the school can start to share the topics, like need to tell their students that the mental health issue is really normal in our daily life, and maybe it's not just share during the mental health week, and also is all around the years. And I think one simple way we can do this is by having the regular workshop and also talk in our school, and we maybe the talk and can sharing some topic like how to address the stress in our daily life. So keep it the talks is real, honest, and judgment free.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think schools need to start treating mental health as a daily part in the student life and stop treating it as a side issue. So, the school shouldn't wait until something tragic happens, then only they want to do something, right? So, the school should train teachers to recognize emotional red flags, and the teachers should create an actual spaces like quiet rooms or peer listening groups where the students can go without feeling any judgment towards them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. School should talk more about mental health, not just like once a while or once a year. And teachers should be able to identify if something went off with a student and check in with them, instead of just like giving out punishment. And what about us as a friend and also as a classmate?
Okay, also we as a friend, all we can do is support each other more. It's easy to miss all the signs whenever we are all busy, but sometimes when our friend is being too quiet or been skipping any classes or even posting something negatively on social media, it could be a cry for help. Don't ignore it and show the support that they needed.
Yeah, also if you are struggling yourself, please reach out. And it's okay for asking for help, and it doesn't make you weak, it makes you humans.
I know it's not easy to open up, I've been there too. But if you are struggling, please try to talk to someone, your best friend, your sibling, or even a teacher that you trust. You're not a burden, you deserve to be heard. And you don't have to carry everything alone.
I really agree with you, Naomi. Sometimes being there for just a friend and truly listening can make a big difference. And I really appreciate for what you both share.
Asking for help doesn't show weaknesses, but it's a sign of strength.
We all need support, and that is completely okay. That was really powerful. Thank you, Naomi and Pun, for your honesty and openness today.
Before we wrap up, let's take a moment of reflex. Today's conversation reminds us that mental health is just as important as our physical health. School needs to create a safe space, teachers need to be more aware, and as friends, we need to look after for one and another. To anyone listening, if you are struggling, please know that you are not alone. It's okay to speak up, and if someone around you seems off, reach out. A simple, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay.
can go a long way. If you or someone you know is in the crisis, don't keep it in. Talk to a trusted friend, a teacher, or a helpline. Your life matters.
Thank you once again to Naomi and Pun for sharing your talk today. And to everyone tuning in, let's keep supporting each other and keep this conversation going. That's all from us today. Take care and look out to each other. I'm Yvonne.
And I'm Ching Tong. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. See you guys. Bye.